Hey guys! I just got back from my vacation to Italy, which was amazing. One of my favorite places that I went to in Italy was the island of Capri. Not Capri like the pants, it's Capri. It's basically turned into a resort town. A lot of tourists go there, but it's absolutely amazing. I definitely recommend going there. During my trip, I was staying in Positano, which is on the Amalfi Coast. So we had to take a boat, a ferry, over to Capri, and it took about 45 minutes to get there. And then once we got there, we knew that there were two things we definitely had to do, because the two main attractions of Capri are the Blue Grotto and Anacapri, which is really a really tiny town at the very, very top of the island of Capri. So the first thing we did was go to the Blue Grotto. So after getting off our ferry, we had to take a smaller boat, which fit about 20 people, over to where the Blue Grotto was, because it was basically on the other side of the island from where we got off. And then once you're out there, you have to take turns getting into these small little rowboats, because the opening to the grotto, which is a cave in the sea, is only 1.5 meters in diameter. So it's really tiny. So these rowboats can only fit 4 people at most. So after you get into your boat, you get into this long line, and there's a floating pay station, so you pay for your admittance to get into the Blue Grotto. And then you have to wait in line again, because you have to wait for the tide to kind of carry your boat into the grotto. And then once it's your turn in line, you have to lay down in the boat, because if you're sitting up, you'll hit your head. So we're all like laying on top of each other in the boat, and then the person who's rowing like does this back bend at the last minute to avoid like cutting his head off. And once you get inside, it's way bigger. It can fit tons of boats. It's where the Romans used to swim, way, way back. You're not really supposed to swim anymore, which is unfortunate because I would have loved it. But apparently, if you tip your rowboat man enough, he'll let you go in. And a couple girls got to do that, and I was super jealous. Anyway, once you get inside there, it's beautiful. It's dark, but the water is illuminated by the light that's coming through the hole, and it's the most amazing blue you will have ever seen. It's like the water is glowing. Once we got back from the Blue Grotto, we decided to go to Anacapri, and the only way to get there is by chairlift. And it's not like a ski lift where you can fit 3 or 4 people, it's a one-person chairlift. I'm afraid of heights, so I was a little bit nervous about this, but it actually wasn't bad at all, because 1, it goes really slow, and 2, you're never that high off the ground, so if I had to jump off for any reason, I wouldn't have died, so that made me feel a lot better. It takes about 15 minutes to get up there by the chairlift. Once you get up there, it's the most amazing views you'll ever see. The ocean looks amazing. You're on this giant cliff. The rocks are awesome. The trees are awesome. The plants, there's all these purple flowers. It was just amazing. And then, of course, there's a little cafe up there which has really great views if you want to sit and have a drink and whatever. It was great. There's also the town of Capri, which wasn't my favorite part after seeing the Blue Grotto and Anacapri. It's just like shopping, a lot of tourist shopping. There's places where you can have shoes made for you. There's a lot of art, so it's great if you want to spend money, but I didn't have any money to spend, so I didn't enjoy it that much, but it's still worth seeing. So if you're going to go to Capri, definitely go to Capri Town, the Blue Grotto, and Anacapri, and you'll love it. You won't regret it, I promise. Ciao.